What will it take for you to finally be happy? Hey there, Cici Cheney here, and today we are talking all about feeling joy and happiness right now because I don't know about you, fam, but I have seen enough of what's going on in the world, and I have been affected by that more than enough, right? I've got to tell you, the current state of affairs across the globe is just had me in a kind of weird space, right? Like, if I'm just being honest with you, I felt a little bit off and I started going, what can I do? What can I do to get my spirits up? What can I do to get my emotions back in order? What can I be doing to make sure that I'm okay through it all, right? Because I can't control what's going on in the world. I have no control over that. But I want to have better control over my emotional state. There are things that I can do right now to feel better, and there are things that you can do right now to feel better, right? So I'm going to be honest with you. I started having some really interesting conversations with some of my friends on social media. I asked interesting questions. I had some private conversations. And I was kind of asking, you know what? What are some things? What tips? What advice do you have? What do you do when you want to feel happy? Right? And one of the things that I notice from things that I see online regularly, things that I hear people say on a regular basis, things that have fallen out of my own mouth from time to time, is that many of us will say things like, I'll be happy when, right? Like, let me know if you've ever done this. I'll be happy when I'm out of this crappy job and I've got a better one. Or I'll be happy when I just lose these last 20 pounds, right? That's when I'm going to be happy. Or I'm going to be happy when I've made enough money and I feel like I'm secure, right? Or I'm going to be happy when I finally get into that relationship that I have been dreaming of, right? Like, so many of us say this. I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when my business grows. I'll be happy when I can provide for my kids better. I'll be happy when, this or that or the other thing happens, right? But when we say that, we're subconsciously telling our mind, you know what? I'm going to be happy at some future date. So it's perfectly fine that I'm not happy right now, right? I don't remember who told me this in the last week. I've been taking crazy amounts of courses and getting lots of coaching. I don't remember exactly who it was who was talking about this particular topic, but it made me think, you know what? I've done this so many times. And not just with my happiness, with all sorts of areas of my life. I'm constantly putting things off. Oh, you know what? Things are going to get better when, or, oh, you know what? In August, I've got this big thing that I'm working on. By August, things are going to be awesome. So I keep pushing off the destination. Let me know if this resonates with you. Like, I really want to know, I really hope that this sits well with you because I just kept thinking about that and I was like, you know what? You're right. I keep putting things off for this future. Are you putting your happiness off for some future destination? Now, I'm going to tell you, I was on a phone call with my sister, and this is my baby sister who's not a baby anymore. Like, she's in her late 20s now. I don't know if she's okay with me saying this. If you hear this show, Shawnee, I'm so sorry, right? But, she's in her 20s. She's got 2 kids. She's a fully grown woman, right? And so I'm on the phone with her. We're chatting. We're having a great conversation. This is one of the things that makes me happy is connecting with the people that I love, right? And my nephew, his name is Malcolm. He's the cutest little thing. He's 2 years old. And she's playing bubbles with him. And they're sitting outside on their back patio, and she's blowing these bubbles. And these bubbles are massive. And he is filled with joy and happiness and elation and excitement. And like, I didn't even have control over my tongue. I just said, oh my gosh, Shawnee, how is it possible that we used to be so joyful as kids and now look at us? And I said it and I immediately felt convicted because, why do I have this belief that this feeling, this joy, this amazement that my nephew is having is something that you have in childhood and that it somehow magically goes away when we're adults? That's not the case. Although for many of us, it becomes our reality, right? And so after seeing my nephew and talking with my sister and doing a couple of coaching calls and reading some books. I mean, I'm telling you, this week has been jam-packed with personal development because I want for not only myself, but for you. I want for you to live a life that is filled with joy and happiness and laughter. In fact, I even went on my social